Around the holidays, I am in candy making mode. I love to make so many different treats to give away and just enjoy throughout the season. Some of my favorite are truffles. They sound like they could be quite hard, but really they're extremely easy. And today I'm going to make 3 of my favorites: a spiced chocolate truffle, an Oreo cookie truffle, and a simple but so delicious peanut butter cake truffle. You can't go wrong with any of these, and no, 2 of them aren't even real truffles, but don't worry. No one will know the difference because they are so delicious. For the spiced chocolate truffle, this is really like a traditional truffle. You take a little bit of heavy cream and simmer it over the stove, and then pour it over some good semi-sweet chocolate. To the chocolate, I just add a little bit of spice, a little bit of cinnamon, some cayenne pepper, and don't worry, it doesn't come through too strong. It really just brings out the kick in the chocolate and adds just a little hint of spice, some espresso powder, and a little bit of vanilla bean paste. If you can't find vanilla bean paste, don't worry. Pure vanilla extract works just as well. Once you put all that into the bowl, just cover it with a little bit of plastic wrap just so it can steam and really get the chocolate to melt. And then after a few minutes, just whisk it together until it's completely smooth. Once it's smooth, pour it into a shallow 8x8 baking dish and put it in the fridge to chill. See how simple truffles really can be? They seem like a lot of work, but they're not. Once it's chilled, take it out of the fridge and then just make small scoops. Using a small cookie scoop is really the best way to do this. Roll them in your hand and then put them onto a parchment-lined sheet and then place them back into the fridge to chill. Once they're chilled, just roll them in a good cocoa powder. You could also use powdered sugar if you'd want them to be a little bit more sweet, but cocoa powder is a great way to finish these truffles and really is kind of the most traditional way. The next truffle is one of my favorites. It's an Oreo cookie truffle. This really is an extremely simple truffle, but it's one of the ones I remember growing up that we made all the time. My mom can hardly keep her hands off of these, and I think you're soon gonna see why. Take 1 package of Oreos and crumble them up into a food processor. Then just pulse them until they're a fine crumb. You can't do this too much or too long, so just pulse them until they're completely finely ground. Add 1 package of softened cream cheese, and then just let the food processor do the rest. Process until it's completely combined and then place it into a bowl. Using a small cookie scoop, just make small balls of these truffles and place them onto a parchment-lined sheet. Can you believe how easy this was? Everyone's gonna think you spent hours in the kitchen. Place them in the fridge to chill, and then once they're chilled, just dip them in some melted white chocolate. You can also use dark chocolate here if you'd rather, but the white chocolate really does just make them look a little bit different, and it has a slightly different flavor. It's the perfect way to finish off these Oreo truffles. If you like around the holidays, sprinkle a little bit of colored sugar on top. It just is that extra special touch. And finally, I'm making one of my favorites, a peanut butter chocolate cake truffle. Really, these are so delicious, and yes, they are a lot like cake balls, but they are in truffle form and no one has to know how easy they were. I'm using 1 recipe of our classic chocolate cake that I just baked in a 9x13 pan. Once it's completely cooled, just crumble it up into a bowl. In a separate bowl, make your peanut butter frosting. It is a simple buttercream peanut butter frosting, and it is so delicious you're going to want to eat it right out of the bowl. In a large bowl, place some room temperature butter and peanut butter. Whip that together until it's completely combined. And then add a little bit of cream and some vanilla for flavoring. Just mix that in and then add your confectioner's sugar and mix until completely incorporated. Add in all your crumbled cake and then just stir it together until it's completely combined and all moistened. Once it has come together, you can just take a little bit larger cookie scoop, because I think these balls just need to be a little bit bigger because they're almost like miniature pieces of cake. Make your scoops and put them right onto a parchment lined baking sheet again, and then pop them in the fridge just to chill. Once they're chilled, dip them in some good melted semi-sweet or bittersweet, if that's more to your liking, chocolate, and put them back onto a parchment lined sheet to cool. Once they are cooled, you are going to have the most delicious chocolate cake truffles that you have ever had. All three of these truffles together are extremely delicious, and around the holidays, they will make any party or gathering all the more festive, and everyone is going to think you are the most amazing baker. But it will be our little secret how easy it really was, with almost no baking required. Thanks for watching this video. To watch more Christmas videos, click over here. And click below to subscribe. Please leave comments and questions below on all the videos, as I love reading how you guys use my recipes and ideas for inspiration around your own home.